Hi, I'm Jennifer Torres, licensed mental health therapist and owner of Commit to Wellness. And today's DBT skill is check the facts. Check the facts is a skill that just encourages you to really take a look at the actual facts of an event if you are really emotionally charged about it. Many times our emotions and our actions are actually triggered by our interpretations and our thoughts of an event instead of the actual event. So let me give you an example. Let's say you lose your job. That's the event. The immediate thought is, oh my God, I'm doomed. I'm gonna be homeless. It's all over for me. Obviously, if this is what you're thinking, you're gonna go into panic, anxiety mode. Or you could have the event, you lose your job, and then immediately go into anxiety panic mode and think, well, I'm feeling panic. That means that this is not okay. I'm not going to be okay. So the event happens and you have a feeling and then a thought about it, or the event happens and then you have a thought and then a feeling about it. And a lot of the times, our thoughts and feelings are a lot worse than the actual event. Another example is, let's say a friend cancels on you. You had plans and they cancel. So you could immediately feel anger or sadness and think to yourself, since you're feeling these negative feelings about them canceling, they must not be a good friend. Or you could have some thoughts like, oh, they don't like me anymore. And that can make you feel sad and start to really feel bad about yourself. But again, if you were to check the facts, you might just take a look at the fact that, okay, this person canceled on me, period. And that would be the fact. And so here are some steps, one by one, on how to check the facts if you are having an emotional reaction, especially an emotion that you don't particularly want to have when this event happens. So number one, ask, what is the emotion I want to change? So find out, okay, I'm angry, I'm sad. All right. Number two, ask, what is the event prompting my emotion? Try to be really specific, just using your senses. Try not to use judgmental language. So again, instead of being like, well, my life's over. No, that's not the event. Or, nobody likes me anymore. That is not the event. What is the event? So the event, would be, my friend canceled our plans. That would be the event, and that's the fact. Number three, ask, what are my interpretations, thoughts, and assumptions about the event? Okay, so you'd have to be like, okay, well, this might mean this. This might mean they think I'm boring. This might mean, but hopefully you're also like, well, maybe something came up. Maybe they had an emergency. Try to really look at all of the possibilities and try to look at the event from all sides, not, maybe look at it from their shoes, not just yours. Number four, am I assuming a threat? This happens often in close relationships, in marriages and couples. Someone could say something or do something and you immediately react very, highly, more than the event. Why? Because you immediately go, well, they said this or they did this, so this means that we're breaking up. This means we're getting divorced. So you can kind of look, is there a threat? This means they don't want to be friends anymore. So if you are assuming a threat, you need to label it and be like, this is a threat, and assess the possibility that maybe it's not that. What else could it be? Maybe they just need some time. Maybe they just want a little bit of space. Maybe, and look at all the other possibilities that it could possibly be. Number five, ask, what's the catastrophe? So yes, we try not to catastrophize, but sometimes, what are you so emotionally charged about? What is the worst case scenario, and look at that. So worst case scenario, they don't want to be my friend anymore. Worst case scenario, they do want a divorce. And, obviously that is not pleasant and it's not a pleasant feeling, but a lot of times when you really do take a look at what the catastrophe is, you also hopefully realize that no matter what it is something that you could handle. it is something that you could emotionally deal with. Might take a little bit of time, but it is possible. And the last one is the intensity of my emotion fitting the facts? So if it's something small, if you've kind of gone through this list and been like, okay, my friend, canceled on me, it's not a big deal, I think something came up, I'm pretty sure they still want to be my friend. So therefore, when I check the facts, I should not feel so sad or so angry. And just kind of, again, molding that to your emotion and trying to use your wise mind. This is where wise mind comes in, the emotional and the rational side of how intense are you feeling. Now, if it's a huge event, then you're like, okay, I have a right to feel this anxious, or I have a right to feel this angry. But again, this is just important to check the facts. It's very easy, especially when we get emotionally triggered, to just jump to conclusions, to jump to worst case scenarios. And remember to just always try to remain level-headed and think about all the other possibilities and try not to go straight for the worst case scenario. So that is check the facts. My challenge for you is to use this the next time that you find yourself reacting to someone in an emotional way, and really kind of assess, again, the event, the emotion and the thought, or the event, the thought, and then the emotion, and really go through it, just checking the facts, being very factual about it, and seeing if your emotional response is suitable to the actual event. Good luck.